Bro, you have a Twitter show, dog. Welcome to the f***ing Little Leagues, bitch. You're officially under me, okay? Guess what? I'm on Twitch, okay? It's a platform that is literally better than Twitter. Think about that. Tucker Carlson is literally a level below podcasters. Think about that. Think about how pathetic that is, dude. Oh my God. I'm saying it. All right. Let's get to Tucker Carlson.
Announcing plans to relaunch his show, this time on Twitter. Carlson made the announcement in a video posted
He's so
to
done.
Twitter.
Dude, it's so over. I'm sorry. Anyone who's ever watched a Twitter video knows one thing and one thing only, and that is Twitter video is dog shit, okay? Good luck to Tucker Carlson. Yeah, you're going to do a 30-minute show on Twitter? Suck my dick, okay? No one is going to be able to watch more than a minute and a half without that shit fucking reloading, okay? Are you joking? Twitter does not have the bandwidth. Twitter, even before Elon Musk, was horrible at serving video. So that's number one. I have a lot of thoughts on this issue. I'm going to get to the rest of them in a second. But here's Tucker Carlson's dumbass monologue from his wood panel house.
You can't have a free society if people aren't allowed to say what they think is true. Speech is the fundamental prerequisite for democracy. That's why it's enshrined in the first of our constitutional amendments. Amazingly, as of tonight, there aren't many platforms left that allow free speech. The last big one remaining in the world, the only one, is Twitter, where we are now.
It's funny. I mean, I love saying that, like, Twitter is the place for free speech when we all know that that's not the fucking case, okay? It's not. It's not the case for free speech. It is ridiculous that, like, Twitter is considered the platform for free speech when it's like free speech is not paying Elon Musk, okay?
Of Los Angeles Times op-ed.
What the fuck is happening? Why does this keep fucking restarting? Holy shit. Why didn't you go to Parler? Good question. Possibly because Parler is bullshit. Can we watch the full Tucker Carlson video? Yeah, let's do that. Let's watch the full Tucker Carlson video. Is it on YouTube? Because I don't quite feel like watching it on Twitter, because let's be real, you know, it's just gonna be really hard. It's gonna be hard to watch a whole video on Twitter. Not Parler. What was it? Getter? No, Getter's the one that shut down. Parler's the one that's still alive, right? Rumble. Why didn't you do it on Rumble? Oh, here it is.
Hey!
This is a 3-minute video of Tucker Carlson. We're going to have a hard time watching this. I'm a bet.
It's Tucker Carlson. You often hear people say the news is full of lies. But most of the time, that's not exactly right. Much of what you see on television or read the New York Times is, in fact, true in the literal sense. It could pass one of the media's own fact checks. Lawyers would be willing to sign off on it. In fact, they may have. But that doesn't make it true. It's not true. At the most basic level, the news you consume is a lie of the stealthiest and most insidious kind. Facts have been withheld on purpose, along with proportion and perspective. You are being manipulated. How does that work? Let's see. If I tell you that a man has been unjustly arrested for armed robbery, that is not, strictly speaking, a lie. How does that work? Let's see. If I tell you that a man has been unjustly arrested for armed robbery, that is not, strictly speaking, a lie. He may have been framed. At this point, there's been no trial, so no one can really say. But if I don't mention the fact that the same man has been arrested for the same crime 6 times before...
Do you think this might be a conspiracy to increase Tucker's reach by putting him exclusively on Twitter? I remember when the Super Bowl, when Rupert and Elon sat next to each other. Quite the coincidence and interesting timing. No, dude, what are you, crazy? No. Rupert Murdoch does not want Tucker Carlson to leave Fox News and, like, have prominence. What are you, out of your fucking mind? No. Tucker Carlson, if I'm not mistaken, is owed $26 million. That's the number I saw. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong on this. And he's, like, willing to forego that in order to keep pumping out content, because he knows that he will lose relevance. Fox News will starve him out. If he wants the $25 million, he's going to lose everything. Like, in this media cycle, in this day and age, dude, if you're not steadily pumping out content, you're fucking gone. You're yesterday's news. But you're probably yesterday's news if you're a conservative commentator, regardless, when you find yourself online. What do I mean by this? Well, what I mean is simple. there are big dogs in the online sphere. Daily Wire comes to mind, right? They do not have a fraction of the real politic power that Tucker Carlson has. Tucker Carlson on primetime television at Fox News was able to bring the likes of Kevin McCarthy and bully them. Politicians openly talked about on background and even anonymously and even sometimes openly how terrified they were of Tucker Carlson's influence and the power that he held. And you saw it. I mean, they would literally go on his show and be berated by him. So a lot of that was not because Tucker Carlson is a particularly effective propagandist. He is, certainly. But because that is the primetime slot. The entire purpose of Fox News is to manipulate the Republican Party to better do the bidding of their corporate masters. Okay? That's number one. And number two is, Tucker Carlson on the primetime slot commanded a gigantic audience of primary voters. Tucker Carlson on Twitter, on the other hand, is an entirely different story. The reason for Tucker Carlson's prominence is the primetime slot, as we already talked about. But now that that's gone, and he's not even on TV, and he's on Twitter instead of like YouTube with the Daily Wire or, I don't know, any other fucking platform, he's super duper cooked. You can look at like these 3-minute videos and how many views they have on Twitter and be a fucking absolute baboon about it and think like that 22 million Twitter views actually means something when it doesn't. Okay? Especially considering that Twitter video counts as a view as long as like 50% of the video is showing as it auto plays on your fucking timeline as you're scrolling past it. Yeah, that's not real, dog. Those aren't real fucking views, okay? It's entirely different than like having every goddamn retirement home and every goddamn every goddamn airport, playing his shit on TV nonstop to a captive audience. Okay? Doesn't work that way. If Bill O'Reilly fell off, if Glenn Beck fell off, if Megyn Kelly fell off, Tucker Carlson is also going to fall off. And Megyn Kelly actually went to another TV network after, and she still fell off. No. Now, it won't look like Tucker Carlson fell off. Why? Because he's on Twitter and because Elon loves him. Okay? So it won't look like he fell off because they'll juice his shit. They'll make him as unmanageably annoying as humanly possible. He won't shut the fuck up. He will keep getting like a tremendous amount of views on Twitter. And worse than that, journalists will constantly talk about it because, let's be real, myself included, we are media demons, and anyone who's in the media loves Twitter and can't shut the fuck up about what's going on Twitter. Now, there's funny moments that come from that, like the Good Doctor episodes that have been popping, Dr. Han versus Dr. Surgeon. Not a great representation of autism, in my opinion, but, what are you going to do? And then there are really annoying versions of this, like, for example, every blue check mark that is saying the dumbest shit with the utmost confidence on the platform. Okay? Tucker Carlson represents the blue check mark brigade. He says things that they agree with. He says things almost specifically to them. That is the reason why I believe Elon will juice him. That is the reason why I also think journalists will constantly talk about him. I can't believe Tucker Carlson said this. We got to write a Daily Beast article on it. Week after week after week until it gets boring, and then inevitably journalists stop. But having said that, Tucker Carlson will no longer have a fraction of the real world political capital, political power that he once had when he had the Fox News primetime slot. That's it. He's cooked. It's Jover. That's what I think. It might not look like he's cooked, but he actually is.
Am I really informing you? No, I'm not. I'm misleading you. And that's what the news media are doing in every story that matters, every day of the week, every week of the year. What's it like to work in a system like that? After more than 30 years in the middle of it, we could tell you stories. The best you can hope for in the news business at this point is the freedom to tell the fullest truth that you can. But there are always limits. And you know that if you bump up against those limits often enough, you will be fired for it. That's not a guess, it's guaranteed. Every person who works in English language media understands that. The rule of what you can't say defines everything. It's filthy, really, and it's utterly corrupting. You can't have a free society if people aren't allowed to say what they think is true. Speech is the fundamental prerequisite for democracy.
Okay, it looks way creepier now, right? Bro, this shit literally looks like a fucking murder room or something. I kind of like it though. It's vibey. It's a bit spooky. My food's gonna be here soon, by the way, and I'm very excited about that. All right, I'm gonna go pee real quick. Cook like a rotisserie chicken. Yeah, I do have the rotisserie chicken waiting to be bought vibes in here. You look like you're in the movie Drive.
Democracy. That's why it's enshrined in the first of our constitutional amendments. Amazingly, as of tonight, there aren't many platforms left that allow free speech. The last big one remaining in the world, the only one, is Twitter, where we are now. Twitter has long served as the place where our national conversation incubates and develops. Twitter is not a partisan site. Everybody's allowed here, and we think that's a good thing. And yet, for the most part, the news that you see analyzed on Twitter comes from media organizations that are themselves thinly disguised propaganda outlets. You see it on cable news, you talk about it on Twitter. The result may feel like a debate, but actually the gatekeepers are still in charge. We think that's a bad system. We know exactly how it works, and we're sick of it. Starting soon, we'll be bringing a new version of the show we've been doing for the last 6.5 years to Twitter. We'll be bringing some other things too, which we'll tell you about.
Who's we,
but for
motherfucker?
now, we're just grateful to
what
be
is
here.
this? Are we speaking
Free
French?
speech.
Are we speaking French? We. Who's we?
He keeps saying we're coming. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Who is the we? Bro, you have a Twitter show, dog. Welcome to the fucking Little Leagues, bitch. You're officially under me, okay? Suck my cock, Tucker Carlson. Guess what? I'm on Twitch, okay? I'm on Twitch. It's a platform that is literally better than Twitter. Think about that. Every dumb motherfucker that's chirping on Twitter literally would love to be in my shoes instead. All those motherfuckers that constantly are in the shit like, oh, Hasan is not doing enough activism because he didn't give me $1,000 personally, so suck my dick. Oh, please subscribe to my Substack. All those motherfuckers inevitably want to become Twitch streamers or podcasters. Tucker Carlson is literally a level below podcasters. Think about that. Think about how pathetic that is, dude. Oh my God. At least have the dignity and go to like AM radio or something, you fucking idiot. You went on Twitter? Oh, Jesus Christ, this is so good. You're literally a poster, dog. Welcome to Poster's Paradise. Now, you're in the muck. You're in the thick of it with all the rest of the mentally ill charlatans of the fucking world. Have fun. You went from primetime television, you blew it, and I don't know if it was because you were like fucked Rupert Murdoch's like wife-to-be, former fiance, or what you fucking did, but here you are in your plaid shirt, in your fucking wooden house, talking about we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna do white supremacy on Twitter. Suck my dick, dude. Good luck. Tim Pool is gonna lap you, brother. You're so fucked. Oh, it feels great. Oh, it feels so fucking good to see it, dude. God, couldn't have happened to a worse person, you know what I mean? Oh my God. Oh, chef's kiss. Dumbass. So good. Bro's in the piss dimension. What's this lighting? I'm using the Tucker Carlson filter.
Is the main right that you have. Without it, you have no others. See you soon.